What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fuse and Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Your gang is in the bill. ABAK is here, guys.
What's up, guys? It's Faye Shenewe,
AKA
Faye Fire. I don't want to
AKA Candles.
AV, AKA everything.
AKA
chocolate covered strawberry.
What's wrong with you? Hi guys, so welcome to the show. You want to find out what we're talking about? You need to stick around and we'll be right back after this break.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va raconter parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unbuttered.
Welcome back to Fuse Unbuttered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Today we're going to be talking about something that we literally have never delved into, and that is politics, election. As at today, I can tell you for a fact that everybody is interested in Nigerian politics. Mm-hmm. Everybody's interested in the elections that are coming up.
I feel like you feel that way because this is the generation where we get to take responsibilities. When we're younger, it was not really our business.
Actually, the funny thing is this has been a very, very defining moment this past 3 years basically, because now we understand that literally everything in the country, the economy, is affected by politics, affected by the people that we elect into
the people
leadership
in government, the people in
positions.
power.
Do you understand? The past 8 years has been very rocky, has had ups, has had downs, has had so many valleys. But to be fair, it's actually it's a global thing. It's just that we have it.
We have really terrible rough.
Yeah,
in Nigeria.
Really rough.
It's happening everywhere. I'm not going to
from
say
the
that
debts that we have to our internally generated revenue to the economy, the inflation rate, the unavailability of legal tender, the campaign process. Now we just
the jailbreak.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God! It's been a really tough 8 years.
It's really been a really tough one, and we as young people definitely do not want to have this happen again in another 8 years or 4 years, or whichever it might be. All right, so we're making a stand, we're making decisions in a couple of days to elect a new leader, a new president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and also in a couple of weeks also we will be determining a couple of governors that would literally have to leave or stay back, or some that would just be newly elected into the position of power in the state level. But one thing that we must really talk about today is how to stay safe during this period. We're already in the election period, be as it may, regardless of whenever we're going to be voting or wherever you're going to be voting from. It is very important that everybody actually stays safe and doesn't end
your
up
safety
being
is
the point
very
of
important. I would say your personal safety is very important, but then it's okay to look out for your brother. It's okay to look out for your neighbor. I would say that if you are going to vote, regardless of who your candidate is, please do not wear any party shirts,
any partisan attire.
Don't wear anything that links you to a particular,
or that depletes or that sells you out that this is the person you're going for.
And please, if you are going to vote, don't go and be shouting, "I'm voting for this person. This is the person I'm going to vote for." Just take the sleep. put your thumbprint.
It's a secret ballot for a reason.
Ballot for a reason. Vote. If you're going to stay back, you know, to monitor it, stay back. And if you feel like, oh, you don't want to stay back, please go home. No, your life is very important. This government, these governors, these politicians, they are not what you sacrificing your life for. You are not a sacrificial lamb. Please, when there is life, there is hope.
That's right.
If you look back, you know, previous years, and you see like a lot of people who have died due to like the election violence, you know, the terrible government that we have generally in Nigeria, you know, has it really done anything for us? Has it really, you know, taken us out of poverty,
the way we expect it to?
It hasn't really done anything. I would not even say that, you know, the death of anybody has brought a positive impact to Nigeria. So please don't make yourself a sacrificial lamb.
That being said, okay,
do the right thing. Vote. Don't involve yourself in toggery. Don't go and snatch ballots, please. Act like a sane human being.
If they cause you,
I beg you, name of God.
I want to say this, all right, guys. I mean, from the news that we hear and we watch, all right, we know that the federal government has put in place a measure of protection for the masses, the citizens of the country.
That's what they also.
But I mean, a lot of times we see all these things in the news.
There's no election that we've had, and they don't say there's security. My guy, secure yourself.
We do not see these things actually practicalized. So that being said, all right,
and you'll be shocked that the government is even the one. They are even the ones sponsoring.
You never can tell. You never can tell. But what I want to say is, please do well to protect yourself and be very smart. Like Feyi had said earlier on, you do not need to be vocal in terms of your attire or in terms of words about the person that you're going to be voting for when it is getting closer to the election period or on the day of election. Please do well to make sure that everyone you know, you tell them that please do not wear any attire or any fit or any face cap or anything that would symbolize the party or the candidates you're voting for. This might be very, very controversial and can raise some kind of violence that you do not expect to be a part of. All right, be very neutral with your looks and with your conversation, but have it in mind that this is the person that I'm going to vote for. Regardless of whoever is going to come to try and influence you, you're not going to be influenced, you're not going to break. All right, it's a secret ballot for a reason. If you decide to listen or collect whatever baits that someone might want to give to you to vote for a candidate, when you get to the front of your ballot box where you're going to make your own secret ballot, nobody is going to be there with you. You just have to thumbprint. I know there's an entire process that would be followed for accreditation and eventually voting, but we need to inform the general public that you need to be very careful.
And know your party logo.
Pay attention to the environment where you're voting. Pay very, very good attention to everything that is going on around you.
Be at alert, so that if anybody is trying to do something crazy, you can quickly alert the police.
If there's anything that looks suspicious, immediately please kindly put it out there discreetly. All right, be discreet about it. You don't need to be aggressive about it. And now I just want to list out a few things that you should make sure that you have with you on the day of election. First off, because of the heat in the country, if you can get yourself an umbrella in case the electoral board do not create provision for people to sit or stay under tent or canopy, make sure you get yourself an umbrella, or if your community decides to provide a tent together, that's fine, but make sure you get yourself an umbrella. Make sure you hold a face towel to help you stay dry and not dripping of sweat, and
stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. You can have like a bottle of water. If you are buoyant
enough, you can contribute to that. Share water.
Also,
just spread love that day, please.
Be very, very wise also about that, so it is not misconstrued as vote buying. You be very wise about what you're doing. Also, immediately you see any form of argument or disagreement between officials and this thing, give yourself a very good reasonable distance, even if you do not want to leave. All right, if you do not want to walk out of it, give yourself a reasonable distance. Look around you. If you're going to make a video, please do these things from a reasonable distance. We know that people want to monitor their votes and make sure that their votes are not rigged or stolen and their mandate is not stolen. But please, you need to give yourself a reasonable space from wherever the controversy or the argument is going on. We are telling you guys for safety.
There's a lot of aggression in the air, so please. Right, try as much as possible to be safe, and please do not be nonchalant, about the things that don't say, as long as it's not happening to me.
You,
They are flying bullets, my dear. If it's not happening to you, it might happen to your sister.
Or
your sister friend. Might get, your friend might get, the bullet. So please, on that day, the most important thing is to be your brother's keeper.
Yep.
I know that there's this strong love and solidarity, or you just really like this particular person, particular candidate. But does the candidate know you personally? If things go south, they will only come. The highest they will give you is a condolence visit. But it's not going to do anything at the end of the day. So please, please make sure that you're your brother's keeper on that day. Make sure that you are safe, and make sure that you are very, very vigilant. There are a lot of people that are coming to that place with ulterior motives.
A lot of people.
I'm not going to, I would not want to see people die that day. I don't want to see pictures of people bleeding. We do not want to hear sad news, actually. Please, I beg you in the name of God, be wise and make sure that you are a priority, regardless of if you want Nigeria.
Make yourself a priority. That's what Faye is saying. All right, guys, we'll be right back after the short break. Don't move a muscle. We still have more tips for you to stay safe during this election period. Don't move a muscle.
One Africa Global Food is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. You hear me? Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unbothered.
Welcome back to Fuse Unbothered, guys, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Before we went on the break, we were informing you out there how to stay safe during this election period.
That's right.
Everybody knows that politics is now a determinant for the trajectory that Nigeria is going, all right, in terms of whether we're making it better, in terms of our finances, our economy, the value of our currency, our foreign exchange. Now everybody is involved, all right? So if you're still that person who is skeptical about coming out to vote, I want to implore you, beg you, and advise you that whether you come out to vote or not, you are making a decision. If you do not come out to vote and you have your PVC, you have made a decision by allowing some other people to decide who is going to be the next ruler of this country. First off, I need to say this, all right? Do not be shaken by the controversial news or the scary news about violence and all that. Just be wise about whatever you're doing. We said it already. Do not come out to declare in some very controversial areas your own candidate, no matter how much some people are trying to pick
Generation Z. Please don't be rude to anybody. I beg the name of God.
It's better to be wise than to be to be showing some level of assertiveness. All right, just be very, very wise with whatever decisions you're making. Do not wear any
conscious of how
attire,
you speak,
or be conscious of how you speak. Be conscious of your environment. Stay out of trouble. If you're going for any level of reach out, sensitization or stylishly campaigning for anybody, please, all right? We know that a couple of candidates supporters have been attacked at different places. We know that some people are the attackers and some people are the attackees. part of my vocabulary, but please, it's very important that we say this, because we know that this election is literally going to be determined by the youth, the younger generation, the youth actually, and we know that these youth are filled with a lot of assertive and unruly people that are very vocal. So that is why we're saying this. We would not be happy to hear about violence or attacks from parties to party.
Exactly.
Now,
I don't want to lose my brothers and sisters.
Finally,
please.
this is what I want to say. Finally, all right, respect another person's decision or their candidates. All right, it is not. I really need to say this, because a lot of people are bullying online, and see, everybody has their reason. Some people have personal interest. Some people is global interest. Some people is Nigerian interest. Whatever it is, respect people's decision. All right,
insulting people.
It's not in your place to stand as the mediator or as the defender of the universe or of a candidate and go physical with another person because they're choosing an entirely different candidate from yours.
I understand that you're fighting for your life, but please respect other people's decision. They are adults. I mean, they are. The fact that you're voting from 18 shows that you're an adult and you have the right to make your own decision. So please respect everybody's decision. I mean, don't go to the polling unit and say, who are you voting? You are voting for. You don't have sense.
We don't need all that. And I really need us to kindly, when it comes to this election period, we need to tone down on the cancel culture. A lot of celebrities came out to say, because I decided to come out and declare openly that I'm supporting this person, now people are saying they cancelled me, you've lost a fan and all that. You really don't need all that. We're going to definitely have a life after this entire election period, after this whole deciding moment. There's still life after this, all right? So you don't need to come out and say, this celebrity or this public figure or this person, because you're voting for this person, I see that you are this, you are that.
They are humans too.
Everybody has their reason, all right? And that's why I keep saying this. That is why it is a secret ballot system that we're operating in here in this democratic regime. If it was like an open ballot, it would have been worse off. But we need to tone down on the cancel culture, all right, guys? Let's tone down on it. I've seen a lot on Twitter where people just come for you because you decided to openly declare your interest in this candidate, and that is not fair, all right? We need to really be easy with people, because there's life, like I said before, there's life after this election, all right?
Yes, that's right. Well, you've said everything, or let's say we've said it all, but it still remains, please stay safe, okay?
Stay safe, that's the word. When you are in the bus or you're in a cab and people are talking about sometimes just calm down. Don't be the listener than the talker, okay? That's the more we can take today on Fuse Unbothered. All right, guys, please stay safe, all right? Your safety is priority, and be very, very wise and vigilant this period. Please do not forget to kindly hit us up on our social media platform. YouTube, it is The Fuse, and on Instagram, Fuse Local. You can hit me up on Instagram and all other social media platform at AB_AKYNZ.
And you can reach me on Twitter and Instagram, Feyi_Shonowu.
All right, guys, stay safe out there, and from all of us here,
peace.
Stay safe.
Hala.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.